What's good, YouTube, man? We back with another video, man. In today's video, man, we're gonna give y'all a little story time on how I wanted to be a content creator. So yeah, we're gonna talk about how I wanted to be a content creator from when I was a young teenager, as a young kid, to now. You know what I'm saying? My ups and downs, what I had to go through to get to where I'm at now. I will say that it was a disaster for sure, because the camera that I had to use was a iPhone. It was not the best iPhone to use far as like for content, but hey, I had to make it work. I definitely had to make it work. Only reason why I had to make it work because I didn't have no other camera to use, and I didn't have nobody else to help me get a camera at that time because I was a young teenager. You know what I'm saying? Be a successful content creator. So yeah, let's get into the story. So basically, when I first started doing content, I started off with doing skits. I started off with doing skits because I wanted to be funny. I always wanted to make skits. I always wanted to make people laugh, you know, make people laugh and stuff like that. Also, I was doing pranks. I was doing, you know, stuff like that, editing off my iMovies. It was hard, especially when I had to go through the ups and downs and trying to figure out how to edit and try to figure out how to make my YouTube video the best YouTube video for what I had for my content. So I didn't have the best equipment, I didn't have the best software to edit, but most people was always saying like, okay, well, this is how I did my YouTube channel. I edited off iMovies, and I never could understand. I had to go do my research on YouTube to figure out how to edit with iMovies. It was a good software to use at the time, but I just didn't have the people to do it with, to make the content with, to make my videos go up and get views and make it go viral. I always wanted to be a YouTuber, so I always wanted to have a YouTuber house. I always wanted to have friends to do the same thing that I was doing to be a successful YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know like why it was so hard to do it back then. But I'm here to say that when I was doing it in 2010, like 2012, 2013, I was also watching other YouTubers, watching people like Armand and Trey. I was watching people like Queen. So I always wanted to watch different YouTubers. My favorite ones was Armand and Trey and Queen when they was doing and Chris when they was doing the pranks, because the pranks was, I don't know, pranks was always my thing. Also, if y'all go on this channel and go to my videos, I just dropped a prank like 2 weeks ago. So we trying to get more pranks. We trying to get more content out. I am going to do more content for y'all. Y'all just gotta let me know in the comments what type of content y'all want to see far as pranks. I also want to start vlogging, and I did tell y'all that I was gonna do pranks. So hey, here we go. We're gonna do those pranks. But back to the story of me when so yeah, like I said, I started, you know, doing skits and stuff like that. Later on down the line, I wanted to do like short films, and I needed a camera. I needed a camera to use. So I didn't want to use the camera that I had for like far as like my iPhone that I had. Went from there. So I was trying to get family members. I was trying to get friends to work with. I was trying to get, you know, people to do content with, that I am doing still to this day. You know what I'm saying? So the good thing is that I have my equipment. I have what I need to be a successful YouTuber. I have what I need to be a successful content creator. You have the right to chase your dream and do whatever you like and whatever you want to do. It don't matter if you're doing YouTube. It don't matter if you're doing, if you're a TikTok content creator, if you're a dancer, whatever you want to do, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's like me back then was always sad, depressed on how I'm gonna be successful on. Especially another thing is when I was always wanted to move to where all the YouTubers that, you know, they say the YouTubers was basically in Houston or Dallas, Texas or Texas. I was watching some of his videos. I was watching, you know, all the, you know, small YouTubers before they, you know, blew up and got to where they at now. I never heard of Kai Snapchat, never really heard of Speedy, the new people now. But back then, I really look up to, you know, Armand and Trey, because they dropped some good When I say good, I mean some good content. Like, they was not scared to break anything. They was not scared to. So that's what I like. Like, I get in that mode where, you know what I'm saying, I don't care how they gonna feel, because that's the best part. When you prank somebody, or when you doing a YouTube on somebody, you're gonna get their reaction. The best part is getting their reaction. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what you want to do as far as prank, do not be scared. Do not be scared. That's one thing about me. I'm not scared to prank nobody, okay? That's one thing about me. I also want to do those videos with me going to videos, doing like interviews. That's another thing on my bucket list, is me doing interviews. You know what I'm saying? I want to do interviews with people, you know, Rizzing, you know, just asking them questions, you know, the normal stuff like that you see on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do that too, man. I really had like a rough, not too rough of a rough life, but I would say a rough life as far as like me trying to be a content creator, man, because I never really had nothing really nice. Not saying like I couldn't get it, but I never understood why it was just not put in my lap. But I know I had to work for it. So anything you want to do, you gotta work for it. It don't matter what it is. I learned that you have to work for it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to say I'm so grateful because I am doing what I want to do as far as content creator, being a content. But yeah, man, how y'all doing, man? I want to know like how y'all doing, you feel me? Because I ain't checked up on y'all in so long. Okay, but yeah, I've never really took content for granted. You feel what I'm saying? Because I already knew like what I wanted to do. I already knew what dream I wanted to chase. I already knew where I wanted to be at in life and stuff like that. But back to the story where I was, you know, searching. I was, you know, hurt, just really hurt, because I couldn't figure out what to do other than the other softwares to use. I couldn't figure out who can I have for a video. I couldn't figure out, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Like, I was trying to figure out all that type of stuff that go into content. But like I said, man, being a content creator is a beautiful thing. It's not like it's bad. But I will say that we got content creators out here that want to be content creators and just don't know where to start, and just don't know where to go, and just don't know what edit software to use, and just don't know what camera to get. You got some that say they want to be content creators and just don't know, like I said, what camera to get, and be afraid to spend the money behind it. You know what I'm saying? This stuff, you definitely can start with your phone. I started with my phone. I'm pretty sure other content creators started with their phone, and they grew out of it, and they wanted to get something bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? It takes time to get to where you want to be. It takes time to get to where you're trying to go. So it don't matter what nobody else think and what nobody else got to say. You just got to do your content. You just got to go for your dream, chase for whatever you want to go for, and be successful in life. Like, it doesn't matter like what everybody else think. You feel me? That's all you have to do in life, man. Is chase your goals, man, for real. Because ain't nobody else gonna chase them for you, bro. Ain't nobody else gonna put that work in like you will. Ain't nobody else gonna grind like you will. So it's better off to just, you know, do what you gotta do. But for the ones that wanna be a YouTuber, you will have to, the camera I prefer you to get is a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Okay? I'm gonna put that in this video, a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. We do not gatekeep over here. Okay, you want to be successful, you want to network, you want to collab, let me know. I really just want to say I'm really thankful for all my supporters, the people that have been watching me, the people that have been helping me, the people that have been motivating me and pushing me to be what I am now and what I'm going for now. I really want to appreciate you. And also, this is my merch, J Visuals Production, as y'all can see right here, J Visuals Production merch. It got the design on there too as well. Y'all see that? It got the design. The J Visuals merch right here. Y'all see that? Y'all already know, man. Don't be afraid to purchase this. If you want one of these hoodies, let me know. This is for my business. I am also a photographer too as well. So a lot of things has came along the years as me growing as a person. With that being said, go for your dreams, y'all. Go for your dreams. Be a content creator. Do what you gotta do. You know what you came here for. You know what you want to earn for. Do not have nobody else waste your time. Okay? Do not have nobody else waste your time. I mean that though, y'all. I mean that. But yeah, yo, man, I really appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in this video, man. Like, for real. I really appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. comment what y'all think about this video. Comment what other videos y'all want to see and what other videos y'all want me to drop, because we definitely gonna be dropping bangers after bangers. Okay, y'all already know how we coming, man. Thanks for tuning in with the Life with J Bond family. Make sure you tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your uncle, tell your granny, tell her grandkids, and tell her child to subscribe. With Life with J Bond. Ha! We out.